This right here is my report card from last year. I had a 4.3 GPA. And this right here is my grades from this year. It's not a 4.3. I don't know what it is added up, but I know that's not a 4.3. And the reason some of them are B's and 1s and A's because I was trying in the beginning of junior year, but kind of recently in the past few months, I pretty much just stopped basically. Right now I'm going to show you guys why grades don't matter and how I feel more prepared for the real world, even with these worst grades. First off, grades don't define who you are as a person. This is one of the things I hate most about school. And I'm guilty of doing this too. I mean, I remember last year when I was grinding to get all these good grades, I was always judging the people that, couldn't get straight A's or stuff like that. And honestly, that's the stupidest thing I've ever done. Pretty much what all grades define in my book is basically your free time and how much you can memorize. A lot of the times, people have nothing to do, so they try to make themselves busy by doing things that they think will improve their lives. I mean, I did this last year. Every free second I had, I was grinding out homework, thinking that it would benefit me in the future. So it's pretty much I just shifted my focus. It's not like I became any dumber with these changes of grades. And that's the other thing. I hate when people say that grades define your intelligence, because that's just not true. I know a number of people at my school that are extremely smart, but they don't want to put their time and effort into homework or schoolwork because they want to focus their time on the things they actually enjoy. And I applaud them. I used to think it was stupid last year, but, now I applaud them. Ever since I shifted my focus from my schoolwork all the way over to my, businesses and side hustles, I've gained so much experience that I wouldn't have otherwise. But to be completely honest, I know that I've basically ruined my chances of going to any decent four-year university. But that's a risk I have to take to get to the goals that I want. Because the things I want to do in life and the things I want to achieve, they don't require going to college. And now hear me out. I know not everyone has side hustles and not everyone's an entrepreneur, but I'm just going to compare my sources of income from when I was grinding out homework to my sources of income to when I started shifting my focuses to those side hustles and other businesses. Basically, when I was still grinding out schoolwork and trying to go to college, I only had one source of income, and it was my job. Ever since I shifted my focus, I now had sources of income from my job, my reselling business, my private label business, and then my vending machine business. Just by shifting my interest in school, I was able to create 3 more sources of income. And granted, they're not making me thousands of dollars right now. It's still good to start your own businesses and learn how to do it. Especially with me being at a young age, because that means I have a lot of time to make errors, and then I also have a lot of time to correct those errors. But if I were to spend all my precious free time grinding out homework, trying to go to college, I wouldn't have time to go sourcing for my reselling business. I wouldn't have time to look for locations for my vending machine business. I wouldn't have the time late at night to contact overseas suppliers about my private label business. And I might not even have time for my normal job. And honestly, I feel like I have a better grasp of just the business world than the average graduate out of college. If the average American lives till 80, are we really going to spend the first 20 years of our life going through a traditional, outdated system of schooling? I mean, the world is constantly changing around us. There's so much information that we can just grab at our fingertips in a lot quicker manner than going through college. Don't get me wrong, if you want to go to college and you know what you want to be in life, then go through that path. But there's many of us that don't know what we want to do in life, and I feel like we shouldn't waste that time not knowing what we do by going to college, getting in all that debt. If you have a passion and you have things that you want to achieve, stop focusing on grades and start focusing on the things that you want to get done. Ever since I've done that, I can truly say that I've become a lot happier. And this little sheet of paper right here, it does not matter. I don't care what your friends say, I don't care what your parents say, I don't care what your teachers say. You gotta be a little selfish sometimes. Find out what you love and go for it. And I'm excited for the future. I'm excited to see what good things that I can make happen because I know that I pushed myself outside my comfort zone. I took a risk. I basically eliminated my chances of going to a decent 4-year college. And even though I have worse grades now, I actually feel better about myself, and I feel like I'm doing something good in the world. But yeah, even though my grades are worse, I'm still feeling like a better person. I'm still feeling like I accomplished more. So don't listen to what other people say. Do what's best for you. Be a little selfish. This has been Austyn Hustles. Thank you guys for tuning in. If you like this video, go ahead and subscribe right down here to the left or the right. I got some of my recent videos. And yeah, this is it. I'm out.